What am I getting a notification for? You know what? Keeping my phone on silent because I get distracted too easily. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are happy, healthy, doing well, staying safe, and out of trouble as it should be. You could be anywhere in the world right now. You're wasting your time with me, and we're not wasting time. We're making it. We're making it pretty good. You know, at least trying to make the best of it, if that makes sense. Oh, did I catch you, motherfucker? Oh, this goddamn mosquitoes. I've been spraying everything I can to get rid of these fucking. Murphy's Lemon Eucalyptus Oil Insect Repellent. It works for a limited time, I guess, because they keep coming back. But, anyways, I wanted to do this live because I was going through my creator studio on YouTube, and there is these ideas where if you're on desktop, it'll give you like inspiration. A day in the life of a dabbing divinator. Oh, that's funny. I don't know if you guys know my dab divinator. Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, so a day in the life of a dabbing divinator. Yeah, so hello, my name is Mystic Merlin. And what was one of them called? Uh Nighttime Vibes with yours truly, Mystic Merlin, the dabbing divinator. So, have you ever wondered what it's like to be a modern day fortune teller? In this video, we'll dive into the unique world of dabbing divinators, uncovering the tools, techniques, and personal experiences that make this practice so fascinating. There's not much fascinating about dabbing on camera and fucking reading cards, like anyone can do it. What the fuck? That shit's crazy. Let's see what else it says. Outline. Okay. The divination session. Okay, the dawn ritual is setting the stage. So introduce the divinator, their space, and morning routine. So, hi, my name is Oscar Viñavaca, also known as Mystic Merlin, or Panchin, or, I like going by Vaca. So, I, the dabbing divinator, wake up in the morning and I make myself some coffee. And during the time that the coffee is brewing, if I need to use the restroom, I'll go and I'll do whatever it is that I need to do, mind my business, and then finish before I have my cup of coffee. Then, if I'm not lazy, I'll do a couple push ups. I'll do about, well, yeah, you know what? I feel like I'm lying right there. I do. Yeah, I'm over here overthinking what the fuck I do in the mornings. What the fuck? Yeah, so I wake up, take a shit, drink my coffee, and go about my day. There are times where I do go take my dog out to the park. I do at times do some calisthenics if my back isn't hurting. Today I made brioche bread. Look, it looks like a torta, but it's not. I didn't have a bread pan, so I had to make do with this. It's actually pretty soft. Look, oh, it's crumbling now. This is actually the first time it came out pretty good. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I have a different. I have weird routines every day. Most of the time, I sit on my fat ass playing Fortnite, Red Dead 2, and a lot of other games. Valhalla, what is that? New World Eternum, shit like that. So, explain how dabs are used for focus and clarity. So, marijuana contains these compounds known as THC, which releases after a process known as decarboxylation. Now, decarboxylation is the most important step if you're going to be using marijuana, because what good is getting marijuana and not burning it? Like, it has to reach a certain burning point for it to release those compounds. Now, when you're taking a dab, you have a dab rig, you have your quartz, yeah, you have your quartz banger, or you have a metal one, whichever one fits right with you. And you get a torch and you light the quartz banger until it's bright red, hot enough, and you wait a couple seconds. Me, I like to wait about 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds for it to cool down, or until the redness on the quartz ends up going away. And I'll take my dab, inhale that shit. And so all of that is releasing the compounds in your body, which is helping you relax your nerves, helping you slow down your functions, and it sets the mood. People smoke marijuana. I lived in Colorado during the time of my dabbing Divinator series. So I haven't done that since I've been back in California. And so explore the concept of aligning with the day's energy through dabbing. Yeah, so sometimes whenever I do have some wax, depending on what strain it is, if it's an indica, it's gonna make the sativa. You'll feel a little bit more awake, but you'll still feel, the senses tingling and whatnot. And if you get a hybrid, depends on if it's indica dominant or sativa dominant, you're still gonna feel it regardless. So the day's energy through dabbing, it gets you to sit and think and wonder about the things that are beneficial, that you feel would be benefiting you as well as others. Focus on the greater things that you feel would be potential for yourself and other people. I know I just reworded what I just said, but uh preparing for the day, connecting with the energy, demonstrate these crystals, herbs to enhance divinatory power. So, um, their room, their space, they burn lavender so it can help them relax. Rosemary so they can get into contact with. Am I right? Uh, oh, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, purification. Yeah. To remember. Yeah, it's like protect your memories. What memories are fond to you that it benefits. You know, and so it enhances the grounding energy that you have with these crystals that people surround themselves with, rose quartz, merlinite, there's smoky quartz, milky quartz, there's what is it, calcite, there's what is it, aquamarine, um amethyst, um and shit like that. Um, Pink topaz, ooh, beautiful color, and it mixes with all of these energies to help ground oneself. Being outside with nature helps one person stick with themselves. And let's see, dive into techniques used for interpreting dabbing patterns and receiving insights. A dabbing pattern, most of the time, I don't know if you see those videos, but my dabbing divinators, I usually do my readings. I get frustrated to the point where I have to take a dab to slow my down because yeah, what the fuck, people are stupid. So I got a reason. People have their reasons, and it doesn't even matter what the reason is at this point. Receiving insights when taking those dabs helps you collect your thoughts before it's what else needs to be said. Okay. Your personal anecdote about a time when dabbing provided valuable guidance. Um Providing valuable guidance after dabbing, it's, how can I put this into words? So when I dab, I try not to burn the wax. Okay. And you could get a pretty good dab in, and you'll be able to, feel the effects a lot stronger than you would when you smoke a joint, a blunt, or, taking rips out the bong. And it, it helps you, yeah, it helps you ground yourself, helps you collect yourself. Um, show a client consult, show a client consultation. I don't, well, I don't know how I would show a client consultation where dabbing is used to answer questions. I mean, people say that it's more of an addiction than it is to of a cure, or as a benefit, I should say, where, you know, people want authentic responses. People want genuinity. People nowadays, it feels like everybody's copying everyone else, and it's just like, how can you separate yourself from this group of people? I see my dad wear this shirt all most of the time, and it says happy to be here. I was just like, don't mind me, I'm just happy to be here. And it makes sense because it's like, discuss the ethical implications of using dabbing for dipping. It's you want people to feel good, right? How are you gonna make someone else feel good if you're not feeling good about yourself? And that's the whole point of me doing those dabbing divinators, because I mean marijuana, mixing it with divination. Marijuana has been here a lot longer than we can actually than we actually are aware of. It made paper. It made it was actually used in churches. It was used as offerings as well. They burned the, what is it, those pillars where they would have the smoke. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody walked in there feeling pretty good. And it's like highlight the importance of intentionality and clarity and interpretation. To interpret it in a way that people like to do cleansing. People take spiritual baths, people do cord cutting, and people want to cleanse. People want clarity, people want protection, people want to remember the good things, and they want to feel good remembering these things. Why are people still antsy, anxious about being around marijuana? And it's been passed down for who knows how long. People call it the devil's lettuce. Well, I mean, it's pretty good. I'd recommend it. The intention of it is to not abuse it. Okay. Like I'm trying my best to stay away from marijuana for quite some time, and I've been doing pretty good. Like I don't even want to show this. This is an ugly batch of weed. Fucking dry stress shit. Like ugh. But yeah, um, and I find it funny because like I'm in America, Colorado. I moved to Colorado, stayed out there. It's pretty cool, but I mean, still there's some cities that restrict marijuana sales. Like, what the fuck? If the whole state is, legalized, then why isn't it fully legal and everywhere? But who knows? California, the same ordeal. It's like people want to own their own dispensaries, and now you gotta go to these hood ass fucking dispensaries, little smoke shops, and you're lucky enough to actually get some good top shelf shit. Like I don't know how else to put it. Like, to get good marijuana, you gotta go to an actual dispensary 2 hours away, unless you live in a city that has these good dispensaries to get good weed. Beyond the session, reflections and insights. Discuss the challenges and rewards of being a dabbing divinator. Well, the challenges that I face, that I never actually faced them yet, but it will soon. Everything comes around full circle. The challenges, however, being a dabbing divinator is the fact that people are going to look at you as an addict. You know, you spend most of your time smoking weed, and that's all you're only good at. You do your readings, and nobody's actually listening to you. So that's a challenge. A reward for me, I got that shit out of the way. You think I give a fuck? Explain how dabbing connects to self discovery and personal growth. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I got that shit out of the way. Okay. I did my readings. You could look back at those readings if you want. Maybe it is a little hard to hear, but if you like say in all of my dabbing videos, all of my tarot divination videos, this message or these messages may or may not resonate with you. So follow your gut, not your butt, because nobody wants to smell that shit. And I followed my gut. It's not like I'm gonna be following my ass everywhere. Like I wash it, and I know when it stings. What good is what good is having a stench reeking, lingering around you when you know you could wash that ass, right? I encourage viewers to explore their own relationship with intuition and intuition enhancing practices. If you're looking to start tarot reading, I would suggest it. You know, I would also suggest reading the Bible every so often while you forgive yourself. Most of the time, we don't forgiving, but we got to forgive it anyways. And then that, I don't know why I got forgive but never forget. If you forget, you forget. Like, I've probably done a lot of shit that I've forgotten already. And what does Ted Lasso say? He's like, sorry, I have a memory of a goldfish. 30 seconds tops is what you should have a memory. Like, what good what good is having these memories on lock if it's only gonna keep you stuck in your head? When you take a dab, your head declutters because it's so focused in that moment. And marijuana is not for everyone. Trust me on that. Marijuana is not for everyone, but it is beneficial for most people. Okay. And if you're that kind of person that just likes to sit around all day smoking marijuana and not do nothing with your life, then what the fuck? You know, maybe that's another reason why I can't find no job because I be smoking at work. Regardless of what they say, I be smoking right there in the parking lot. I walk in that motherfucker smelling like that shit. And they all look at me weird, like, hi. And I'm still doing a lot better job than what all these other people could do. I can't brag about myself like that. But I take pride in what I do. Discuss the growing popularity and accessibility of dabbing divination. Well, I started the movement. If you're an activist and they say peaceful activism is the most effective, right? I'm not going out there fucking throwing rocks at people for no fucking reason. Throwing rocks at these cop cars and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? You know those LA riots that just happened recently about ICE? Yeah, so there's ways to protest, and that's not it. I'm smoking marijuana in the comfort of my own home, and I'm publicating it in a way people don't understand because it's like, oh, you're a tarot reader. You're supposed to be, sparkles and glitter and butterflies and all sorts of shit. No, just because I'm a tarot reader and a divinator doesn't mean I gotta do all that shit. You think I'm gonna waste my time putting hearts everywhere, saying live, laugh, laugh all the time? Fuck no. There's a lot more to the world than just that. You got me fucked up. I get to the bottom of things, regardless of how deep it is. This is the growing popularity and accessibility of Divinator. I mean, if that, I mean, to each their own, right? If you want to be a dabbing divinator, go ahead. So be it. But that's the intention, you know. What is your intent for being a dabbing divinator? Are you out there to, try to help them stick around for a bit, giving off, or are you just gonna be entire time? Because, you know, most of the time I reflect on it and it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done it. And if I didn't do it, then who knows? What if someone actually does feel good watching those videos? You know what I'm saying? Explore the potential for dabbing to be used in various fields like wellness and therapy. Oh, see, there you go. Gotta gotta sit up on my chair for this one. So the wellness and being for dabbing is the fact that, you don't necessarily have to dab. Dabbing is just a tool to alter your state of consciousness to feel a particular way. It uplifts the mood, though some people can get anxious. Why are they anxious? Because maybe they're not used to the feeling, or maybe they think that they'll get caught. But what the fuck does it matter to anyone else? People got to mind their own fucking business, regardless of the situation. It being used for wellness and therapy can help someone relax and open up to what problems these people have going on, you know? And you could sense these things when you're around people who dab, right? Let's say you hang around with people who like to drink. What do you think is gonna happen? A lot of stupid shit, right? Sometimes Coke comes out and, party on. Stay up all night. And I've been through situations like that, but I haven't been in a while, so there's not much for me to say. Okay. I haven't been smoking. I haven't been dabbing like that for a while. But one thing that I can tell you is that it will help out. If you're feeling anxious, talk to someone that you trust. Even if it feels like you're talking to yourself, journal. Journal what you're feeling. What else? Encourage viewers to engage in the comments and share their thoughts on the future of this practice. Okay. Oh, that's it? Well, I guess that's it for this video. Uh I didn't think that this was gonna be all. I just went through this whole fucking thing. Um okay. I'll keep this one saved. So yeah, I have a lot. So yeah, I hope that you like this discussion on a day in the life of Dabbing Divinator with yours truly, Mystic Merlin, Oscar Viñavaca, Panchin. But I like being called Vaca, Vaco Tauro. Tauro sounds good too. I hope everybody stays safe, blessed, well, happy, and remember you are loved. I will always be loved if you love yourself. Trust me on that one. Goodbye, y'all.